What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. Coming off a video last time out where we went 2-0, rocking with the over Ronald Acuna Jr. hitter fantasy score over Aaron Judge hitter fantasy score. Talked about liking Acuna against that Washington pitching staff, his stolen base upside. Talked about liking Aaron Judge against the Kansas City pitching staff. Jordan Lyles, that bad Kansas City Royals bullpen. So we ended the MLB regular season on quite the run. We are currently on a 30-10 run, hitting at a 75% winning percentage. For those of you that are new to the channel, anytime that you see that there is a run in the title of the video, that means we are hitting at above a 65% hit rate for that sport and that app. The reason that I do that is because if you're hitting above a 65% hit rate, being that I provide 2 picks for free on the channel, you're going to be getting a really solid return on investment on your money for free. If you're hitting at a 65% hit rate, you're getting a 27% return on investment. We are hitting at a 75% hit rate over the last 2 months. It has now been a 2-month run. If you do the math on that, if you were to have invested $1,000, I know that sounds like a lot, but we're talking about 2 months here. To some of you, 1,000, might be a lot, but 2-month time frame, you would be up $690 on your money. 69% return on investment in 2 mans. If you run that same math on 6-man flexes, if you're able to hit at that same hit rate, 75% hit rate, you're getting a 428% return on investment. That would be a $4,280 profit on these picks for free on 6-mans. Obviously, we're running only 2, but I just want you to see a visual. 5 and 6-man flexes are more optimal on Prizepicks, but we're running 2 mans. We're giving you 2 picks. We're looking to keep it going in this one. We got some playoff action here today. If you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload, guys. Really does go a long way for me. Last video, the support was fantastic, but when we're running the numbers, I'm going to keep pulling it up. Last video that I just uploaded, still 76.3% of people are not subscribed. 23.8% of people are subscribed. So if you would just take a second to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy this content, really do appreciate it. And if you're looking to get access to all my picks, all sports, all apps, we got NBA around the corner, but if you want access to all my picks for this MLB wildcard round, MLB playoffs going forward, the premium will be linked below in the description. So let's get into it. Got 2 picks for you. If you're a new user and you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, use the promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Lock in these picks, start winning some money. Let's get into it. We will go game by game, as we always do. And the first game that I would like to discuss is going to be the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Milwaukee Brewers have the highest team total on the entire slate as far as this opening wild card round, and it makes perfect sense to me. They're taking on Brandon Pfaadt, who has not been good throughout the season. Young pitcher, still developing. Brewers have a 4.57 implied total, and they have a great hitter in the leadoff spot in Christian Yelich, who should be able to take advantage in this match. But we're looking at Brandon Pfaadt's numbers over the last 30 days. Has been a little bit better, I will say. However, on the season, his numbers are dreadful. This is not a typical Game 1 starting pitcher. Only a 21.9% K rate versus lefties, an 8.2% walk rate. He's giving up a 261 ISO, 373 WOBA, 30.4% ground ball rate. That's terrible. 34.8% fly ball rate. That's terrible. 28.1% line drive percentage. That's terrible. And he has to take on a guy in Christian Yelich, who over the last 30 days has a 242 ISO, 384 WOBA. His only weakness has been his K rate has been up a bit, I will say, 27.9% K rate. But he's walking at a 20.9% clip. And he does have a ton of stolen base upside as well, which I love. If you've been tuning into these videos throughout the season, you know I talk about this a lot, but you get 5 points for those stolen bases in the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format. Christian Yelich comes in tied for 20th as far as leaders in the entire MLB with 28 stolen bases on the season. So talking about a guy that's got good contact, good power. The strikeout rate's been up a bit, but we talked about it. Brandon Pfaadt only rocking a 21.9% K rate versus lefties on the season, and he's been getting rocked. And he gets a hit in Milwaukee, which is one of the best hitting environments for left-handed hitters. Friendly, Milwaukee is home park. He's very familiar. You can see down that right field line for lefties. Plays great for home runs. So Christian Yelich in his own home ballpark, you can see those right field home runs down the line do play friendly. Wouldn't be surprised to see him hit a home run, but also, like I said, he can get on base with the walks. He does have pretty good contact ability, and he can steal bases. So these are all fantastic things. And then, of course, with the Milwaukee Brewers having the highest implied team total, the lineup turning over more should help him. Obviously, if the rest of the guys in his team can hit, get him back up at the top of that lineup, more opportunity he's going to have to cash in for us. So, pick number 1. We are rocking with Christian Yelich, and we are rocking with his hitter fantasy score. For those of you that don't know the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format, I talked about it a little as far as the stolen base upside, but you get 3 for every single, 5 for every double, 8 for every triple, 10 for home runs, 2 for runs, 2 for RBIs, 2 for base on balls, 2 for hit by pitches, and 5 for those stolen bases, which I had brought up. So, if he's able to hit a single, get on base for us, that's going to be 3. If he's still second, that's an automatic cash right away. That's going to give you 8 fantasy points, and where Prizepicks has his line set at right now, they currently have Christian Yelich at 7.5. So, easily the best matchup on the slate as far as I'm concerned, as far as the starting pitcher he's facing in Brandon Pfaadt. He just hasn't, he's a young, talented, guy that's supposed to have a bunch of talent, but he's still developing. Now you're going to throw him into a playoff environment from the postseason, having to take on this team and having to take on Christian Yelich to start up this game. I think he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. I think Christian Yelich is able to get down here tonight. And like I said, the stolen base upside, the contact, the power, all the above. You can hit a home run. You can hit a single and then steal second. He could get on base, get walked, steal second. His teammates could hit him in. A lot of ways for him to get to you there, but I certainly do think the 7.5 hitter fantasy score is a great target to be, great prop to be targeting for pick number 1. And then pick number 2, got another really talented lefty with some stolen base upside, so we will discuss him. And it is going to be in this Miami Marlins Philadelphia Phillies game. So the Miami Marlins come in with a 3.34 implied team total. Not the highest total on the slate. However, I kind of disagree with this total, I think, a little bit. Zach Wheeler, as of late, hasn't been the sharpest Zach Wheeler we've seen. Now he's having to go into the postseason and face some really solid lineups. Specifically against left-handed hitting. Over the last 30 days, Zach Wheeler only a 20% K rate, 6.7% walk rate, so he hasn't been walking guys, but he's giving up a 167 ISO, 354 WOBA, 37.2% ground ball rate for Zach Wheeler, and he has to take on a guy in the 4 spot for this Miami Marlins squad that has been hurt on and off the shelf, but very talented in Jazz Chisholm Jr. Over the last 30 days since returning, he's got a 302 ISO, 373 WOBA. Once again, similar to Christian Yelich, his only weakness has been his strikeout rate has been up. He's got a 32.8% K rate, but he's walking 11.5% of the time. Like I said, although the K rate's up, Zach Wheeler's K rate's been way down. Only a 20% K rate versus those lefties over the last 30 days. So similar to what we just talked about with Yelich. He's a full, all-around package player, and the stolen base upside is once again there for Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm on page 2 for stolen base leaders on the season. As far as I believe he was. Maybe he's on page 3, but yeah, here he is. Okay, 36. And here's the thing, though, with Jazz, 97 games played. So, baseball, a season that has 162 games. He only played 97. He still had 22 stolen bases. So that's very significant. You look at the other guys that are here with him as far as the top leaders. You can see like 111 games played, 129, 126. Jazz Chisholm only played 97 games, 22 stolen bases. So once again, another guy with a tons of upside as far as the fantasy scoring format on Prizepicks. They're going to be playing this game in Philadelphia on the road, so look at the guaranteed top of the 9th inning at bats, and that is a big ballpark upgrade as compared to Miami. Miami Marlins play in one of the worst hitting environments of baseball at Marlins Park, so Jazz Chisholm doesn't have to hit here tonight. He gets to go into Philadelphia. As far as their hitting environment is concerned, much, much better to those left-handed bats. Plays very friendly. You can see for home runs, triples, doubles, singles, average on-base percentage, slugging, WOBA, all the above to those left-handed bats. Pretty friendly here in Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. So, Zach Wheeler's K rate's been down versus lefties. He's been given up to hard contact. Jazz Chisholm's numbers have been fantastic outside of the K rate. He's got stolen base upside. He's expected to hit in the 4 spot on the road. 74 degrees, 2 mile-an-hour winds blowing out. Weather's pretty good. Milwaukee I didn't mention because it's retractable dome there. So no matter what, we're going to be good if it's good weather regardless. But this is great for Jazz Chisholm tonight. Wheeler's K rate being down, struggling versus lefties, stolen base upside. And I think Jazz Chisholm's fantasy score is too low over here on Prizepicks. 6.0 hitter fantasy score. You can see he's cleared this in 3 of the last 5. And many ways he can get you there. Once again, similar to what we talked about with Christian Yelich. He's got the contact. He's got the power. He's got the speed. And love the pick for pick number 2. We're rocking with the over 6.0 hitter fantasy score for Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that will be my 2 picks to get you in some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. The premium will be linked below in the description if you want access to all my picks for the MLB season going forward. We got the NFL and the NBA will be here before we know it. So I'm going to keep ramping up the content, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you to everyone that likes, subscribes, comments, all the above. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks MLB player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.